Hello everyone, we are live. This is Øyvind and Matthew is with us from in the chat and in the forum. So if you have any questions, just write in the chat on YouTube. You have to be logged in to do that, or write in the forum in the post that is created for workshop 3. Let me just check that it's up and running, the forum thread. Yeah, so just the questions for session 3 thread. All right, so today we are going to order a board. So in the first session, we made a super simple board. In the second session, we made a bigger board, a little bit more complicated. And then the homework was to make your own board. And now in session 3, I'm going to show you how you order your board. So you should all of those who signed up for the workshop should have received a coupon from Osh Park. So that coupon is for $20, and that should give you 3 copies of a board that is 2 by 2 inches or 5 by 5 centimeters. You can order a bigger board if you want, but then you have to pay the difference yourself. Okay, so ordering a board is actually pretty simple. I'm going to show you 2 ways of doing it. First, the super simple way, and then another way of doing it, which is a little bit more complicated, but it's still not a problem. All right, let's jump into KiCad. Let me see here. All right, here we have KiCad, and I have created the running LEDs project in my schematics, and I also made a board from that. So let's first look at the 3D view, just see if everything looks okay. Here's my board, and I've checked it, I'm happy, everything looks good. So now I want to create my board, I want to make it, and I need someone to produce it. So to do that, let's go to Osh Park, OSH Park, that's Open Source Hardware Park. And in the first page you'll see is this one. And here it says, let's get started. Drag and drop your KiCad, EagleCAD, or zipped Gerber files. So to order a board, all you have to do is browse for files. Then you go to the folder of your project. Let's see, I have this in my KiCad folder. Then running LEDs. And you upload the KiCad PCB file. Just choose the KiCad PCB file for your project and open. And then this will process and we'll see what it says. So this should take maybe 10 seconds. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so here it says we detected a 2-layer board or 2 by 2 inches, 50.9 times 50.9 millimeters. So the 3 boards will cost $20.05. That's because I had 1 millimeter, 0.9 millimeter extra length and width, but that's okay. So here we can create a board name. That's just so that it's easier for us to remember if we want to have a special name and maybe a little description. This can be useful if you make a lot of boards. And then here in the notes, we can read that, yeah, all looks good. And here's a warning. Your project doesn't contain a bottom silk screen. Okay, so the silk screen is what is printed onto the board. So if we look at the board here, if you look at the 3D viewer, the silk screen is this white text or drawings here. That's the silk screen, and that will be on the board. And if I look on the back of my board, I don't have any silk screen, and that's because I haven't put anything here. So that's totally normal that I don't have silk screen on the back. So I can just be happy with this warning that that's okay. I didn't want any silk screen on the back. All right, so let's continue. And here you can also Here you can also have a final check of your board. So here's the top of my board. Usually it should be fine, but it's good to have like a final check. See that this looks like what I had in KiCad and what I want. So this is the top and this is the bottom, and it looks okay. And we can also see every layer of the board. So here are the holes that they are going to drill on my board. Yeah, looks good. Here are the top layer. Here's the copper that they're gonna create on the top layer of my board. Here's outline, so it's nothing inside, it's just outline. So here's the silk screen, so that this is what is going to be printed onto the board. And bottom solder mask, that's the purple thing you see here. They will put the actual material of the PCB is I'm not sure what color they use, but then they put something called solder mask on top that is purple, so that it ends up being purple. So everywhere where it's purple, you will get, that's the solder mask. So where you have the pads, there you don't want solder mask. So solder mask is something that is it does not conduct electricity, so you don't want solder mask on top of your pads. Okay, top solder mask, bottom. And yeah, it should look the same because it's around the holes. And then the bottom layer, so this is the copper. It's going on the bottom layer. So you can see here I have I used a power plane on the bottom and I used a power plane on top, so that's why it's copper almost everywhere. So if this looks good, then you can go ahead. You can either save it to come back or you can go to order. And here you have a few options. You can choose none of the other options and then it will be $20. You can just check out and that's it. You don't have to think about it. You can choose in quantities of 3. So here's 6 and it's going to be the double price. Let me see. Yep, there's $40. So let's keep it at 3. And it's also possible to make it quicker. Normal processing time at Ocepark is 9 to 12 days before they send it out. But if you pay for this Super Swift service, then it says, if I click down here, it says ships in 4 to 5 business days. So then it gets shipped faster. But it's also double the price. So it depends how much in a hurry you are. Medium run, if you want to make a lot of boards, then you can click on this and you will get a discount for boards. This is only from 10 boards, I think. If we click on it, then we see, okay, 10 boards. So then you get a discount for a quantity. So if you want 50 boards, then maybe that could be a good idea. It will take a little bit more time, it says. Ships in under 15 days. Okay, but let's skip that one, go back to 3. Here's if you want a thinner board, normally the board is 1.6 millimeters. So here you can choose a board that is only 0.8 millimeters. Or you can choose a flex board, that's a flexible PCB, so you can bend it. In some cases that's interesting. Or here's a fun thing, it's called After Dark. So it's a black substrate plus clear mask. That means that the board you get will be black. So normally the board from Ocepark is purple, but you can choose this and get a black PCB if you want that. That's just if you want it to look cool. Okay, so you don't need to choose any of these, just choose trio quantity. It will be $20 and then go to the checkout and that's it. Here you put in the shipping address and you choose the shipping that you wanted. There's free shipping is included, but you can also do a quicker one. Now it's set to Norway, so it's a bit more costly, I think, than what you'll see in the US. Here's it says estimated time of arrival 0 days. I don't believe they will actually get it to Norway in 0 days, but that's probably a little error. So just choose here. Yeah, you've ordered stuff online before, so this is nothing strange. Just complete the order, and you can choose how you want to pay, or you apply your coupon here and just apply coupon. Then you don't have to pay if it's less than $20. So, but I think, remember, if when you apply the coupon here, when you click this button after typing in your coupon, the board is ordered. Then it's ordered and paid for. So don't do this until you're ready. Okay, and this is basically just a receipt. Now I'm just not gonna order this board right now, so then I'll just click cancel order. But that's how you order the board. So I actually spent 12 minutes talking about it, but all you have to do is browse for files, choose your file, open it, and then go through the steps. That's all. There's nothing more to it. Okay, so that's the main thing I'm going to talk about today, but I'm going to show you a second thing, which is Gerber files. And that's sometimes there are PCB factories that don't accept KiCad files. It's not that common to accept KiCad files, actually. The normal thing to do is to send in Gerber files, and because all PCB software can create Gerber files, and all the PCB manufacturers can receive, they accept Gerber files. So that's like the universal file format. So if you can also do that with Oshpark. They have, if you zipped Gerber files, they accept. So I'm going to show you how to create Gerber files in case you need that. And that's also pretty simple. It's like 2 or 3 clicks. So here in the PCB new, in the board layout editor, you'll go to file, and then you go to plot. Here up in the corner, choose Gerber. It's good to create a directory called Gerber. This will be in your project folder, a directory called Gerber, and then just leave everything as it is. Plot. There you have the Gerber files. Let's see if we go. This is my project folder. Now there's a Gerber folder, and here are the Gerber files. But there's one more step. For some reason, it's normal to have drill files apart. Drill files are the files that tell them where to make holes in your board. So to do that, you have to click on Generate Drill Files, and then just click Generate Drill Files. And there you go, close it. Now you also have the drill files here. So it is pretty easy, but there are a lot of options here. And it's not always easy to understand what options to choose, but that's why a lot of these PCB manufacturers, they have documentation for KiCad, how to set up KiCad for Gerber files. So for example, in Oshpark, if we go to the documentation and we look here, you can find for different PCB software. Here's KiCad. So let's click on KiCad. You can get some tips on how to set it up, to how to make sure everything is perfect for Oshpark. And there's a guide on generating and submitting Gerbers. And here it will tell you, if you go down here, generate Gerbers, that you have to click Files, Plot, and then select Output, and then it tells you what you should set of the what options to set for generating Gerber files the proper way. So you can just follow this, and most manufacturers, they have this documentation how to create Gerber files for KiCad or what settings to set. So all you would need to do now is to put these into a zip file, just send to compressed folder like this. I just call it Gerber, and then let's go back to here to Oshpark and then browse for files, and we'll upload the gerber.zip. Let's see how that goes. I think I didn't set the settings exactly how Oshpark want me to set them, but let's see. Yeah, looks like everything is okay. Yeah, the says here removed blank or invalid drill file. So this npth file, it says something in the documentation that you need to combine them, but yeah, but here just removed it because it's empty. It doesn't have anything in my board. So yeah, so this is another way. 2 ways of creating or uploading your board to a manufacturer. Okay, the third thing I want to talk about today is to create a bill of materials. So now you have the board, now you ordered it, and you need to order components for your board. And usually you don't have all the components at hand, so you need to order something. And the easiest way to do that is to go here, File, Fabrication Outputs, and BOM file. Click on that, and it says I have to save it somewhere. I'll just save it in my running LEs folder, like this. And let's see, it should be here. And there it is, running LEs CSV. And a CSV file, if you're not familiar with it, let me just show you here. It's actually just a text file. If I open it in a text editor, it looks like this. But CSV means comma separated values. So here it's separated by semicolons. Each value is separated by semicolons. So this doesn't make much sense, but if you open this in either Excel or OpenOffice like I do, for example, in OpenOffice you get directly to this, and you can choose that it's separated by semicolon and OK, and then you get these nice little values here in OpenOffice. So now all you have to do is go to, for example, DigiKey. That's one place that I usually order components. There's a list of other places to order components in the resources section of the forum, so you can also go there to find more shops. But this is my go-to shop normally. And then I just have to go and find the 4017 IC, and with the package of DIP 16, and I'll have to find the 555 timer with the DIP 8. And here for the resistor, I can try to choose a resistor that is 6.3 millimeters in length, 2.5 in diameter, although it's not super important to have the exact resistor. Just have something that's more or less fits into the holes. And yeah, here you have a nice little list of what you need to order. And for this one, here's the battery, the pin header. I usually don't use a pin header. Instead I just solder the battery connector directly into the hole. So this, I would just skip ordering this one. Okay, that's basically the 3 things I wanted to show you today: ordering a board and ordering components. Let me see if there are any questions. If there are any questions, please let me know as soon as possible, and I will see if I can quickly go through them. I don't see any questions so far. Okay, so what is important now? Now that we've gone through all of these 3 steps, or basically 2 steps, making the board and ordering the board, I've shown you how to do it, but it's very important that you do it. Don't just look at what I'm doing. Now you have the coupon in your hand, so you can do it for free. There's nothing to lose by just doing it. And this coupon, I'm not sure, it might expire in a couple of weeks, so please don't wait too long. Don't wait for the perfect board. Just make a board, make a simple board. If you find this a bit too much to create such a board that I've done, create a super simple board, just with an LED and a resistor, and maybe add a switch to make it a little bit more customized, and make that board. It doesn't matter. Don't wait for the perfect board. Make one board. If you do something wrong and it comes back not working, it doesn't matter. Figure out why it doesn't work, and you've done it and you learn from it. and then make another board, because this skill is so helpful. When you know this skill, it's so much easier to make circuits, to make big circuits. It just takes a little bit of time to draw all these wires, but it's much simpler. Let's see here now if we have a question. Yeah, we have Remy says that footprints are the hardest. You could do a complete course on footprints. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm not gonna dive into that right now, but I'd love to hear your questions around footprints and what you find the hardest around footprints, and then maybe I can do a short video later around footprints when I have a better idea of the things that you're struggling with around footprints. Yeah, but in general, please make the board. Don't just watch this video and think, okay, I'll do it in the next month, or just make a simple board and order it. That's the lesson for today. That's what do you call it? Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, but okay. Unless there are any questions, I'm just gonna cut it here, and I want you to try to get the board ordered within next Thursday. If you're struggling with the board that you're making, if you're getting lots of errors and it's not working, then let me know in the forum. I will help you out. I really enjoy helping you with figure this out, so don't hesitate if you have questions. There are no stupid questions. You're learning this, so there are of course things you don't know. So all right, that's it for today, I guess. I don't see any more questions, and I don't have anything more to say other than make the board. All right, then thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the forum. All right, bye-bye.